Okay, here I'm gonna show why some sketches on processing 1.5.1 are running faster than on the newer version of processing. So let me start first the version 1.5. This is I'm gonna use the sketch example, which I have prepared especially for this. It's called Merkle Point. Basically, what the sketch does is very simple. It just plots a lot of points on the screen. Let's take a look. Structure, present mode. So you can see it just plots 20,000 points, I think, or something like that. A big amount of points. And now it draws those points with the point method. So it just has an array of points and random points, and it just draws them at different places on the screen. Just nothing but that. 5.5 frames per second. Now if I use the not the point function, but if I use the pixels array, it goes up to 60 frames per second. So you can see that using pixels array is way faster than using point. But in processing 1.5 is you can still plot a lot of points with a frame rate of 5 frames per second. And the amount of points here is 100,000 points were plotted at the resolution of 800 by 600. So that was the performance of plotting points by processing 1.5.1. Now let's go to 2.0.1, and we're gonna load the same sketch, and we're gonna take a look at the same performance. Pay attention that I have been using the Java 2D renderer, so here and in the previous one, so it should be results should be the same. So let's start it up. And first I'm gonna press it in the with the pixels array. So while I'm holding the mouse, the pixels are drawn by a pixels array, so you get performance of 60 frames per second, which is very fast. If I release mouse, then the sketch is going to be drawing with the regular point method, and we can see that the sketch performance is frame rate is dropping. Actually, it's dropped straight away. It's just the way that it takes a while for processing to calculate the average of the last frame. So look, it drops below 6 frames, it drops below 4 frames, it drops below 3, and drops below 3. Now it's 2.6, 2.4. It's even less frames per second. Now we can actually more or less see that it drops up to 1.3. I already ran it before, so I know it's going to stop at around 1.3 frames per second, and it's going to stop around here, 1.3, 1.3. Okay, I'm recording the video, so it dropped to 1.2, but more or less 1.3, 1.4. So what's the story behind all of this measurement? The idea is that if you use processing 2.0, then all your operations with drawing shapes, point, circle, ellipse, rectangle, line, shape, and all of them, they're gonna be slower than in processing 1.5. My calculation was, when I wasn't recording video, I ran at 6 frames per second uh, in processing 1.5, and I ran at 1.3 frames per second in processing 2. So in my example, the processing 1.5 was 4.5 times faster. So you can get more or less 4.5 times faster, up 4.5, 6 times faster, depending on the complexity. So hope this helps.